When we previously looked at the scalar factor, we were given these two formulae. These are both given in the exam paper, so you're not expected to remember them. So A dot B was the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine of the angle between. And we have the component form version also. Today we're going to be trying to find the angle in between, so we're just going to rearrange these formulae. When we rearrange, we get that cos theta is A dot B over the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B. A dot B can be replaced with the component form. You're still always dividing by the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B. These versions are not in the formula sheet, but can be easily derived from the ones which are. So you just need to make sure that you know how to rearrange the formula. Our first example is on page 17, as are these formulae that we just talked about, so please highlight them to make sure you know where they are. Now we're asked to calculate the angle between these two vectors. We're going to be using the formulae that we've just talked about. We are, however, going to be replacing the A and B with P and Q. It is important that we use the correct letters. So we need P dot Q, and we need the magnitude of P and the magnitude of Q. So to get P dot Q, I'm going to put both P and Q in component form. And I'm going to work out P dot Q by multiplying the corresponding points. So 3 times 4 plus 4 times 1 plus negative 2 times 3, which is 12 plus 4 minus 6, which is 10. So that's the first thing we need. We have the top of the fraction. Now we need the magnitude of P and the magnitude of Q. And we just use Pythagoras for these. So the magnitude of P is given by the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared plus negative 2 squared, which is 9 plus 16 plus 4, which is root 29. And now we need the magnitude of Q. And that will be given by the square root of 4 squared plus 1 squared plus 3 squared, which is 16 plus 1 plus 9, which is the square root of 26. Okay, now we have all the things we need. We can pop those into the formula. So the cos of theta is P dot Q over the magnitude of P times the magnitude of Q. P dot Q was 10. The magnitude of P was root 29, and the magnitude of Q was root 26. So that's the same as 10 over the square root of 754. I'm not going to evaluate at this stage because I'm going to inverse cos, and I'm going to use my fraction button on the calculator. This is a calculator question. So the inverse cos of 10 over the square root of 754. When you're putting that into your calculator, be careful, you will need a bracket at the end in the correct place or your calculator will complain. So the angle is 68.64296. So let's just round that to 69 degrees.